Because we did see them start to come back into that. If they had just gotten a few more rounds on their CT side, I think that we would have been Acer would have been in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine Pronax and maybe Devilwalk 2 in the background has been having a conversation with like the whole Fnatic team in the meantime.
Come in, new boys. Like what?
It's like just one finger like lost every time we lose a round here on Cobblestone. Just like don't even let it happen. It's gonna be like really punishment here.
They're like, what? You got to do push-ups.
Collective punishment.
Yeah.
Anyone screws up here, everyone, yeah, push-ups exactly. Just bring the pain. Make sure they feel it. Something has to change, obviously, for Fnatic. That was, I mean, sure, they can shrug it off and be like, yeah, it's still an online game, but they're also a team that relies for a lot of their effects on having like the confidence, being, going into tournaments saying we're the best in the world, we're gonna win this. Can't have to do that if you start losing random online games. All right then. It will be Team Acer starting on that CT side, and Threat trying to take a bit of a fight early on, but not going to connect. Wenton, though, will take up Crims. It's a good start here.
Production, you left your mic open. Please stop. Please. I'm like desperately pointing at the camera and pointing at my headset. Ah, there we go. I mean, I love hearing dogs bark and a hammer hitting something in the background, but it does make it a little distracting. Just like when I come back into my focus here and Crims is already dead at the beginning of the round. Acer starting off on the CT side here, and they are already starting off with the initial frag of this round. First blood has been drawn on this map, and it's not Fnatic that have got it. This is actually not the start that Fnatic are we're hoping for, even though they've got Olofmeister over here lurking. He's the raid boss as well. He's got that Tech 9 and Kevlar, but he gets spotted immediately. So not many opportunities for him to actually kind of like build on it there.
Yeah, and I think this smoke that Flush is throwing right now is probably going to land at the doors, and then there's going to be a couple of flash follow-ups. Yeah, so right. Oh, yeah. Actually not going as far as I thought. I think that's a bit of a mistake. I think it was supposed to go a little bit further. But it's always meant to keep people there, and actually does keep a lot of people in the bomb site for a long while, though. Slap is going to pick up a headshot. Olofmeister charging in, jumping with the Tech 9. Quick 180 turn, and it's going to be taking out Crystal, so very low on health with all the Spitfire. Olofmeister not going to get a kill. Pronax steals it away. They're very low on health, Fnatic, though. I mean, one bullet here is going to be all it takes. Threat will run in, drop Pronax, gets Olofmeister as well. And Flusher, he's far away from the ball. He's got no time. He can't win this round. Acer going to steal away the pistol. Great job.
I don't even know. I mean, that was some ruthless play there from Olofmeister with the 180 shot and everything. But Acer, they hit all of the shots that they needed to. Slap as well. He managed to pick up one kill. But this is just brutal here by Olofmeister. Bam. Like, it's almost like pre-fire. He just readjusts so quickly. This is fantastic by Threat, though. I mean, the damage had been done. As far as Fnatic were concerned, they just needed to hit headshots from there on out because they were all so very low on HP. Threat just not letting them. Threat just slapping them down. And so Acer pick up the pistol round here in the first half on their CT side. I'm wondering if Fnatic all of a sudden they're getting the flashbacks to Mirage here. Well, that is not how things are supposed to start for these guys.
Oh, man. What is going on?
That leaves it into, leaves it in a very awkward situation here. Fnatic, they don't get a bomb plant, so they do go for the buy. No real surprise there. And, of course, this team, incredibly efficient when it comes to second rounds. They do know how to get kills on the board. Olofmeister, you just got a bit of a demonstration there of what he's capable of with the Tech 9. So they are still a threat, Fnatic, very much so. And look at this gamble coming out from Acer. They've already got 4 guys holding on this B site. And Olofmeister managed to pick off the first man on long. This is all the information that man was able to pick up. However, it's just going to be Olofmeister. Do they decide to rotate back towards A site? Is that going to be the opening here for Fnatic? It's still only Wenton alive over there, but there we go. Crystal starts rotating back, and we may actually have a bit of a crossfire setup here for Acer.
Fantastic double flash out there to buy time. He didn't have smokes or anything else for those 2 flashbangs for all he got, but he still goes down. Crystal of all as well. Molotov out on top of the roof there. Spitfire looking for an opening with the UMP, but it's not looking too good. Spitfire's going to fall. Threat will fall. And a nice comeback into the round for Fnatic, making it 1-1. So, those double flashbangs really brought a lot of time, which is good news, but they still could not hold on to it.
Yeah, they needed to get the kills after that, right? They did have Crystal, and he did pick up his frag as the man crossed by close, but he lost the dual long range versus the second, so that just didn't help anything at all there for Acer. If he could have actually won that, they might have had a chance at retaking that site. But that's not meant to be this time around, and Fnatic will get control. They save 3 FAMASas in the mix as well, and you can see them just not wasting any time at all. They go straight up to the rifles. They are going to be able to save some money as well, having saved those 3 rifles. So they'll be all right there, Fnatic, but they're also going to be a bit of a hard counter here for this force buy coming up from Acer.
What a sexy position from Threat. I'm gonna name this boost the upskirt because he's literally just like, you know, close to that statue. But so that's officially what we'll call it. Slap ends up going down. It's a great idea, though. I mean, imagine if we actually have something that's not a pistol, but you know, an M4 or something like that. Spitfire and Crystal, 2 health on either player. Not exactly encouraging, although they're hitting some shots. Spitfire still staying alive, but only for a second. Doesn't really matter with Crystal. I mean, if he can find JW and Crims, it'd be expensive for Fnatic, but I doubt he can win the round.
It's going to be incredibly difficult versus Flusha, who's full HP. And Flusha's hunting as well. Goes jumping around pre-fire there. Must have heard some steps. Must have known that somebody was waiting in drop-down room like that for it to be that clear. But Fnatic, they are just going to be able to power through and pick up their second round in this half. 2-1 now. Acer, after that force buy, it's going to be a round of eco for them. So we won't be in the. It won't be until the 5th round where they really have a shot at going for the rifles and actually getting a decent amount of gear to work with in a round. Fnatic, however, no problem at all for them. They just get fully re-equipped. Having saved the FAMASas means that they had quite a bit of a cushion to work with. I do like that name, the upskirt, though. You know. But then we could also go like meta and just say, you know, it's actually, you know, he's playing for Maryland. Yeah.
That though I think is a reference that too many people won't get. I feel like
what, Maryland Monroe? That's like one of the most famous pictures ever.
Yeah, I know, but that still is like you have to think a long time about that. And you're like, oh, yeah, okay, I see. You know, I feel like the other one is catchy. You know, it's no doubt.
Playing from upskirt.
It's not subtle. It's like direct. You're like, all right, I know. See where they really went there. Okay. Crystal and Threat, the last 2 people left. Olofmeister got a double before he went down. And now we're just talking exit frags or end round kills here for Team Acer, which is going to be hard to find. Threat just forever staring inside drop-down zone here, waiting for someone. And it's going to end up going down to Flusha. So 3-1 for Fnatic after losing the pistol. They've done a good job of recovering. Now it's time to see what Team Acer can do. And again, so we spoke to, or a couple of people spoke to Devilhawk at Gfinity, and even before then, I think, about the balance of this map, and seemed to believe that it was definitely a T-sided map, sorry, if you know how to play well. And that seems to be the case as well.
Seems to be going that way, yeah, certainly. When you have competent teams on it. Ooh, I was wondering if that push, but it's going to be overpass instead, or underpass rather, for Wenton instead. So we'll be using that angle, just trying to keep eyes on it. Nice boost attempt. Olofmeister shuts it down. He does get returned immediately, however, by Spitfire. So Olofmeister getting a little ahead of himself there in that situation. Still favors his team in a 4-on-4, but it would have been nice to have that man advantage to really just lock this down. Wenton picks up his kill, and he's not going to win the duel versus Flush, only dropping him down to half HP. But that kind of damage could actually help quite a bit here, leaving his team in a 3-on-3.
Still so much time for Fnatic, and Threat wants to get the information, wants to be able to make a call for his team and say, look, this is what's happening on the map. That cost him his life and leaves them a man down with the bomb heading towards the B bomb side, even though there are 2 people over at A. Just showing a bit of a presence, which is working out beautifully at this point in time. You can see Spitfire and Slap. They bought those smokes. They said, all right, it's going to happen, and then it won't. And it's going to be a little bit too late by the time they get it back, unless Spitfire can hit like a stunning shot here as they cross into the bomb site.
They have the 2 smokes, though, as well. Flusha picked up one from his dead comrade. Spitfire will manage to pick off Crims. But there's the smoke blocking it off, allowing access to that bomb site, and the plant will happen. JW, a bit of a, playing his oversight, essentially, and he might try and boost himself up here, but he decides to keep his feet firmly planted, and Slap decides to plant him. Flusha does come back, however, and Spitfire is going to get caught. It's going to be Slap, and what a headshot from Slap. Just zones in instantly on Flusha. That was an insane 1v2 for him. And that brings it all the way back for Acer. Crucial win. They could actually, they might be able to save the AWP here as well. Can Slap actually make it far enough? Yes, he does. Nicely done. So they save a very important weapon and manage to pick up the round. 2 rounds now on the board for Acer versus Fnatic's 3.
Yeah, definitely important. No doubt at all. Flusha caught in a bit of a strange position at the end there, even though he did get the double.
That's insane. He just zeroed right back in on him.
Really nice flick indeed. I mean, Slap ended up top fragging on Mirage, didn't he? Like 29 kills at the end, just 1 off the 30 bomb. Definitely very cool.
And sometimes you have those nights where everything goes right. It's clearly looking pretty good. 1-for-1 trade. Wenton will fall, as well as Olofmeister. But again, early presence on that B site rather from Acer. They just get 4 people over there immediately, right at the beginning of the round. In case Fnatic decide to go for the ultra aggro, try to go for the rush. That's not going to be after, I mean, of course, after a reasonable amount of time has passed, they start rotating back over to start covering a little bit more ground threat waiting here by Connector, and then we already have Spitfire on that A site, bolstering the defense there. Maybe not the best call to be making, but of course, you know, we have the eye in the sky, so we know. But Fnatic are currently gathering up for a bit of a B site push here.
Nice flashbang over in from Crims. No one holding down there. It's not going to get flashed. 40 seconds left there, making their way into drop zone, and Slap's got to be careful here. Once that smoke fades, they're actually going to put on another one. Nice way to create a smoke wall, but are they going to stay behind it? I mean, this is Fnatic. They are a little bit crazy, and they do love running through smokes when they can get the chance to do it. 25 seconds. Good spray down there. Pronax dropping, turning around. Slap will get Crims as well. Has time to reload and flush it. Where is he at? He's actually... They're sort of walking in one at a time here, Fnatic, which is very unusual for them.
I'm trying to take the fights right now. Gets shot in the back. Slap is on a complete and utter tear. JW finally shuts him down, but the bomb is dropped too far away for JW to be able to actually get it down in time, so he will back off and hold on to his gun in the end. Not going to get any bonus money for this play, but he will be able to save his sniper rifle, so there is that for Fnatic to work with in the next round. We'll see the state of their economy. Perhaps, I wouldn't be surprised to actually see them go for some kind of mix buy here, and they will attempt it. But we go back to the replay now, and this is essentially how it's done here for Slap. I mean, he gets the read, he hears the steps, turns around, takes out Crims. This guy's on top of his game right now, completely playing out of his mind.
Very impressive here. 2 rounds in a row for Acer. Fnatic putting together whatever they can at this point in time. Tech9, Galil in play here as well. Very few grenades. JW waiting for Crystal. Maybe getting a bit too predictable. Slap's got to be careful. He has to kind of return this kill. But JW picks up one more and actually makes it a triple. Just tearing Team Acer apart in this B-bomb side. That's the JW we recognize.
That looked like a quick scope as well, because he was just running right there, and then all of a sudden it's just like scope kill. And Winston is just admiring the architecture over here. Look at that buttress. That's a nice arch.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to live here, but sure, take a visit every once in a while when the terrorists aren't there.
If this place had fiber, I'd live there. Damn.
Oh, no.
Nicely done. I mean, the heating bill would be ludicrous, but it'd still be pretty cool. I mean,
where would you sit down for comfort? You know, it's like wooden benches all over the place. Like, there's no... I don't know. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on this.
Get a 4-poster bed. Get a throne.
Get a throne.
In the dining room. I mean, the options, man, they're endless.
Oh, yeah.
Well, unfortunately, Acer don't have many options. It looks like they're going to be going for the eco round here. So, single P to 50 bot.
And speaking of thrones, I'm pretty sure one of the flags up there, actually right outside of B, has like a stag on it. You know, sigil of House Baratheon.
Oh, get out.
Ours is the Fury.
No way.
It does.
Does it really?
I checked it, yeah. Olafmeister waiting for the counter boost to come up, so pretty well prepared indeed. Grenade, underhand throw, and that was actually largely ineffective. Just mostly for display, a little bit of fireworks there, but he still picks up a double kill. And Wenton and Slap. There's not a lot they can do here. 2v5, USPS, and that's pretty much all they have.
All right, where is it? Let's go. Let's find it.
It's in the hallway leading into B. If you spectate over there at some point, we'll see it. We can probably do that now. It's like above there. Stag.
Oh.
What did I say? There's even a crown right there, you know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, the references are afoot over here.
Indeed.
Ours is the Fury, though. That was always one of my favorite ones, because you know, all the houses, they have their different.
Yeah, ours is the Fury. Is good.
Yeah, I did.
I feel like Unbowed, Unbent, Unbroken is pretty good as well. How's like Dawn?
That's Dawn, yeah.
Man, you know, if you haven't watched Game of Thrones yet, you're really missing out. I guess if you haven't read, like I haven't read Game of Thrones yet, I'm probably missing out as well. But you know, time is of the essence. It's gonna be.
I will convert you to reading books on flights. Don't worry, it'll happen eventually, dude.
Maybe. The problem is I fall asleep on flights, and so.
Yeah, I mean, so do I. But like waiting around, all that jazz. Right? It's good to have a book.
Well, look at this here. AWP on JW, and again Acer with just the pistols here. I mean, these 3 rounds are actually pretty decent. We've seen a bunch of teams get kind of steamrolled on CT side, where they end up at like, you know, 11-4 type scorelines. So maybe this isn't the end of the world, though. Fnatic really are stepping it up into high gear now. You can tell they're really starting to connect. 6-3 being the scoreline. I think it's time Acer really step it up here and show us something cool.
Yeah, this is when you start. When JW starts to go for stuff like this, this is when you know you're in trouble. Like, okay, you need to start being able to put your foot down here. So we'll see if Crystal can go toe-to-toe with the beast himself. And he's got his AWP, full gear, full buy here for Acer as well as for Fnatic. And look at this, straight into drop-down room. They should, however, be very close, and they should be able to stop any kind of early aggro coming out from Fnatic. But JW picking off Wenton, who is the solo man holding on a site. That was very nicely done there by the Swedish shopper.
Oh, nice lineup there. Slap just holding down Mouse 1 and taking up Pronax and Crims. So it is a 3-3, which will favor Fnatic, but these Aces still have a chance here. And Slap will pick up a third kill there, just taking the fight with all of Meister and winning it. Doesn't happen all that often. JW and Flusher now, well, they're heading back towards the A bomb site, and Threat, he just has to stay alive, although JW, that make enough noise? Slap doesn't hear it apparently, because Threat had no clue then, and JW infiltrating the lineup and getting those 2 kills. Obviously a huge victory. Crystal. This is tough because there's a really good chance he'll die if he tries to go for it, and then they won't have almost anything. Look at this position from JW. This is going to be so hard.
Yeah. Oh, misses the shot though. Oh, come on. Point blank shot there from Crystal. He manages to sneak his way through. Now Flusha will be playing for the defense. And with this, he changes up the angle as well, so he's going to be right on the edge. Flusha looking to see if he can't find him, and he's going to draw him off that bomb. Perfectly played there by Flusha. Too much pressure on Crystal, realizing that he wouldn't be able to get that defuse in time. And it's going to be Flusha. Well, in the end, he just wanted that stat. They were going to die anyway, but like he just wanted to get that kill.
He was ready for it. 13,000 on Pronax as they start the round, even though he's not got many kills. He's just stayed alive and saved up, I guess, for his team. Now it's going to be 3-7. And Acer, they just don't have the money. So I wonder if they're feeling panicked or if they're sort of just reminding each other at this point in time that, look, guys, it's a terror-sided map. We'll be fine. It's only Fnatic we're playing, no problem.
Yeah, no problem at all, right? Ooh, JW, though. Scary. And he gets that on the second try.
Of course, you know.
His ability to no-scope with the AWP is just, like, awe-inspiring. You really... There aren't a lot of people who can do that.
We're like essentially almost at like railgun levels here.
Yeah.
Just
saying like 80% rail hit. Is that it? Like, I mean, this guy is ludicrous. Roll out.
I mean, it's what you'd imagine if you put Cypher or Cooler or someone like that playing Counter-Strike, just not scoping, just no scoping people.
Is that, I mean, isn't there that old tactic where you put like a little post-it or something? You mark an X on your screen.
Yeah, blue tack, I think is what people used to call it. I tried that in Team Fortress because no scoping in Team Fortress was perfectly accurate, just didn't do as much damage, but it was still fairly annoying. Grenade on in there, does some decent damage to Threat. Fnatic taking this round slowly. I mean, you can tell they're kind of respecting Team Mesa here, that even though JW is going crazy, they're not just like rushing in either. They're a little bit worried that they're going to be losing too many rounds here on the first half. And actually, good shot from Crystal there to pick up a kill. Can he do anything more? It steals the tech line. He's got 6 bullets left. That's unfortunate. And he goes down to Pronax. So 8-3. Moving into the 12th round. We'll see how far they can push this. Team Acer now. I really want to see them get like 5 rounds or 6 rounds or something in this first half. I feel like that'd be great. I mean, they are playing Fnatic after all. So even if they're playing the less favored side, I think they still need to step it up as much as they can.
I love how JW immediately gets the read on where the last player is as well. He's like, wait, okay, so we've killed everybody on the A side. The last guy's got to be rotating from B. I'm just going to go, oh, wait, nope. Gets shot in the face. What you get getting greedy, JW. Calm down. And he's going for wall bangs through the wooden doors as well. Man out for my own heart right here. And they do manage to get control of Underpass now, Fnatic. Decent damage dealt to Threat, but that's been exchanged back to Olafmeister. Actually, Olafmeister winning that duel pretty handily. Drop start down to 25 HP and hopes to get lucky with an AK bullet. But this is going to be Fnatic basically rushing up onto this A site any moment now. Anti-flash is going out by Acer, though. That's buying quite a bit of time. And it slowed Fnatic's progress.
Wenton's in a tough position. Spitfire picking up a good kill there. Smoke goes off. Wenton going to run through, pick off Flusher. Then escapes back through. Really good stuff here. Crystal getting a kill in the meantime, and it's up to Pronax and JW to try and save this round. Good double and a no-scope from JW, and in a matter of seconds, we're from a 5v2 into a 2v2. That's incredible. Grenade rains in. Wenton gets the kill. JW, he's in a 1v2 now. They are low on health. He gets that shot as well, making it a double. This is ridiculous. Like, there just aren't many players in the world that can do this. It finally goes down to Spitfire, but that is... It's a stunning display of JW's skill, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, that is such a pleasure to watch when he's on his game like this. And they have the money to buy. It's not going to be a problem. No issue at all. But the second kill coming in here for JW, just like zap. And unfortunately, he bungled that smoke, so he couldn't actually just block that man out to be able to get that bomb and get that bomb plant. If he had just landed that smoke on balcony, that could have been a very winnable situation for JW. But instead, it's going to be him once again equipped, but it's a double AWP play coming out here for Fnatic, so they want to really apply the pressure on Acer. Olofmeister trying to flash his way through, and he's not going to be successful in this case. Fresh smoke goes down to block it off, and Slap. It's all about the lurk now. As this second smoke clears, we'll see if Olofmeister is going to be just pre-aiming this angle. Could very well catch Slap out. They're trying to draw Olofmeister's attention away as well. This could be brilliant. What a play by Threat. They have no idea now. Olofmeister does not think that there's a second man around here. Does he actually check around this corner?
No, he won't. And there's Slap just casually peeking out to pick off Olofmeister. Not going to get the flick this time. JW just a little bit off his aim then. Almost getting it through the smoke. Goes for the no-scope. A little bit too brave. Ends up dropping. That's the double kill for Slap. Threat going to pick up Pronax as well, and Slap could have got a third one then. I mean, he did do a lot of damage, but not enough for the kill. Threat inside going to be dropping as well. Crim's having the perfect aim as he came out of that smoke, which is not so easy, but a good pick from Crystal. Now the grenade. Oh, Flusher. It's a little bit too far. Brings him down to 12. There's a 14 damage grenade there, about 16 damage. And Flusher gets one. Tries to make it back around. He's still alive. And Crystal will drop him finally. So an expensive round for Acer, but a round they win, making it 5-8.
Just barely managing to make it back in, but coming once again down to these clutch situations. Just like in the first best of 3 of the night, you know, we're starting to see these very close, tense scenarios where it's just a decision. It's a split second that settles the round essentially. It's 8-5 now. Fnatic in the lead, but Acer slowly bringing it back in. There was still so much money left on Fnatic's side. However, JW with the AWP. No double AWP this time around, but Fnatic will be able to afford a full buy pretty much, as well as Acer. Acer having to skimp a little bit on Threat. He's only got the FAMAS, but they will have the necessary nades to hold off any kind of aggression coming in here from Fnatic. And you can see Fnatic gathering up. They really want to get in here. They want to completely overwhelm Slap early on.
Well, he fires through there in one large group. Olofmeister already taking a lot of damage there. Slap spraying down one good headshot. Can't predict the follow-up kill, but look at how much damage they've taken. Fnatic, they're so low on health. Threat's going to pick up one kill. And Spitfire's there as well. Olofmeister very nearly dead. Flusher might have to do this all on its own if they're going to try and come out of this round with a victory. And if they lose this Fnatic, I mean, their money must be running somewhat low as well. Yes. They had a good bank, but they've been losing a couple of rounds here.
Yeah, they've spent their money now. This is going to be a major issue for Fnatic. In the 15th round, it could potentially just be like a Galil's, you know, a couple of Tech 9s. I don't think that they have that much left in the bank. Olofmeister picking up the kill on Threat brings it back to a 2-on-2. Back, you know, slowly into the realm of feasibility here for Fnatic.
Ooh, Wenton, timing almost horrible then. Flusher is going to survive on 7 health and 9 on Olofmeister. He's walking back to the A-bomb side Olof as well. Molotov on Crystal means 1 tick or 2 ticks and either player is gone. So he's going to try for that. Not going to connect, but is he going to realize it? He's actually, yeah, he's going to walk back in here. AWP out. Pistol would be better. He's going to spot. Olof, he misses the shot here. Crossover, not going to get the kill. Running and shooting. 4 seconds. No, he can't win the round now. There's too little time. And oh, Crystal! Oh, no. Jumps right into the waiting arms, but Flusher was coming up from behind. There was almost no way to get out of there. Sandwiched in to lose the round in the very last split second. Well, that's painful. And that means now, Fnatic, they would have ecoed. Now instead, they can buy an Acer after eco. That's just huge. Look at this. It's actually, as his feet touch the ground, or as his corpse touches the ground, the timer ticks to 0. What a round.
If he could have just made it behind that van there. That reminds me, I mean, just like a Gfinity, Fnatic getting a pretty big break on the luck as far as the time is concerned. JW getting overwhelmed, however. This is a force buy coming out from Acer, and already they managed to make it work somewhat, although they take a lot of damage on the slap there. At the end of Long, Threat just walks forward, gets one kill. Pronax manages to spray and not actually pick up anything. He's gonna get closed in on Wenton to find him. And what is going on? Fnatic, they're just losing players left and right. Down to 2 remaining players here. Olofmeister and Flusha, the last 2 alive. And Spitfire catches Flusha out, gets the shot, and they spot out Olofmeister. They know where the last player is now for Fnatic. This is just going to be straight up brawn coming in from Olofmeister if he's going to get this done. Molotov gets canceled out. Unfortunately, the angle is not correct.
Full-out grenade is, though. Went in with a good triple kill, and it's going to be 9-6. This could have easily been 8-7 if Acer hadn't, or if he hadn't got caught at the end there, Crystal. With 1 second left, so I would say overall pretty decent first half for Acer, actually. I mean, Fnatic, I think they were expecting a lot more. I don't know.
They could have done a lot more. They definitely could have gotten a lot more out of this.
What happens to the world if Fnatic end up
getting 2-0'd by Acer? I think the question how much is going to get asked a lot.
How much? Yeah, how much you lost it.
Or how much you won it. This is probably like a 99.1% like going on right now.
Yeah, how much you won, I think, would be the correct grammar. HLTV grammar. Is that a thing?
It should. We should have like a thesaurus, you know.
Hashtag HLTV grammar. I'd be down for that. Well, the second half is going to be coming up here. It's the second map. If you are just joining us, it's the last best of 3 of the evening between Acer and Fnatic. A match that, on the surface, looked entirely predictable and maybe even borderline boring, just because Fnatic is the best team in the world. Team Acer, they had to qualify. They even had to try twice to qualify for this tournament. They've got some recognizable names, Spitfire, Crystal, and Threat especially, but it wasn't clear to us, at least, if this was more than just like, hey, let's bring some celebrity names together and see if we can't pull something off. But what they're showing us tonight is really cool. So a lot of credit to them. Really enjoyable match here. And Fnatic actually being forced to take this very seriously. They could end up losing this whole best of 3.
And the big question is now, what are we going to get in the pistol round? Because Acer waited quite some time to ready up there. Fnatic, as soon as it ticked over, they went for the ready. They don't want to waste any time. But Acer, there's some discussion happening, or perhaps a bit of a restroom break. Don't know, but now we're ready. We go live with the second half, and we see the swap. Acer over onto the T side, the aggressors, with 6 rounds. Fnatic with 9 on the CT side. And as far as the buy is concerned, Wenton will get some smokes. Crystal will go Kevlar. So quad Kevlar for Acer with some smoke. And as far as Fnatic are concerned, Olofmeister, she said smoke, 3 Kevlars, and a kit and a smoke. So bit of a healthy mix, actually, across the board.
Yeah, a lot of armor on Acer, so they are probably going to be gearing up for a bit of a crazy pistol round here where they just, as soon as they hit someone, they're going to keep running. And JW is going to be it. That's Wenton taking the kill. And look, they're not going to stop. That's the avalanche now coming for Flusha. He's trying to fall back and play it safe. Needs to buy time for his teammates to get here. And Pronax is there with a good pickoff. And now they're going to be careful. Team Acer, they're getting funneled in here. And backup is coming in quick. Spitfire doing a lot of damage. Flusha very nearly dead. But their Glock train, it won't stop for anything. Crims goes down. 1 bullet left. Threat gets a kill. But in the background, Flusha, how is he still alive? Finally dies to Crystal then. And Olofmeister, he's almost out of bullets still. Almost miraculously picks up a double kill. He's going to go for a little bit more here. Bomb goes down. They're both in the sight. There's another kill before Threat finally puts him out. And Team Acer going to win that round. That was close. But the aggression, it worked at the end.
I can't believe Olofmeister actually. Like, that second kill was already pretty sick. But the fact that he gets a 3rd one as well, going for the juke. All right, we're going to get the replay here. As that smoke clears, just locks onto Spitfire, removes him. And just the spray control straight onto slab. That's fantastic stuff from Olofmeister. That's what we expect. Crystal getting caught, and then that was actually like a mid-air shot almost for Threat. I think he got that shot off before his feet actually touched the ground. So there we go, Threat. Well done by you, sir. It's going to be the force buy coming out from Fnatic. Acer going for a mix. 3 rifles, 2 Tech 9s. Not a huge investment on their part. And unfortunately for JW, he gets no joy with that scout.
I mean, there's no time to wait if you want to kill Olofmeister, right? You can't let details like touching the ground actually get in the way. You just have to, like, you know, take the shot when you've got, otherwise it's going to be too late. You know, I like that style. 7 and 9.
Man of action.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what they could do here, Acer. Galil, 2 AKs as well, and 2 Tech 9s, and Spitfire will find the kill on Olofmeister then. Got to be careful they don't run into that scout from JW too much, because we've seen what happens in the past whenever that goes on. And he's playing somewhere towards the middle over at A bomb site. So he's really mobile. He can go pretty much wherever he likes. Decent position for it. Did spot a leg then. Gonna know that something is coming up. Trying to hold an off angle here, and he's gonna do a lot of damage. Look at that. Spitfire down to 4. Slap down to 11.
Oh my god. And Winton lives through that HE with 2 HP. This is starting to get a little silly here. Pronax will take out Threat, and the crossfire works out perfectly. Flusher from the site takes out Slap. Winton and Spitfire still very low. Opens it up for Crims to go to work. And Crystal, just like that, is left all by his lonesome in a 1v4 scenario. He gets spotted out, so they know where to go. And he's just going to try and get that double spray, but it's not going to happen. 10 seconds left, and he gets completely overwhelmed with that bomb dropped over on the other side of the bomb site as well. There just wasn't enough time for him to win. So this is the power of Fnatic, essentially. Just a threat at all times. Doesn't matter the round. Pistol round? Okay, then. Acer, you pick it up, but Fnatic, they come right back swinging in the second. Now we get to see what Acer have in store for us, seeing as how they go for the counterforce, showing that tendency to just go for the all-out aggression at all times. But today's not Crystal's day.
Oh, grenade out as well. C set to follow up a double kill. No scope also going to hit then. And oh my god, he got caught with a grenade out there. Flusher is going to get him killed. So, you know, a little bit of an expensive round for Fnatic, losing 2 players, but they're going to be alright, and they should be able to take care of Slap and Spitfire here, who both have 8 health left.
Is it just me, or did you get an image of him trying to, like, punch him in the face with the grenade?
Eat the grenade, eat it! Eat it! And then, no, it's not going to happen. Yeah, I see where you're going with this.
Ah, man, you know, who needs brass knuckles when you got an HE?
Nice opening headshot, though. That's annoying, isn't it?
I mean, JW this round's played completely out of control. And then it's Slap who comes through next. He gets the tag there, point blank. I mean, JW just single-handedly nearly just won that round for Fnatic. And so that's going to set Acer back quite a bit here. We're going to have that eco round coming out now after that force. And JW gets caught out in the open. And Spitfire, he's got a gun to play with. Nice bouncing nade, though. That nearly catches Winton in the face. Slap going to get caught point blank by Pronax, despite Pronax being completely full flash. There's the shot from Spitfire to return. Flusha does step in with that P90, and this is now going to get a pretty brutal for the remaining members for Acer. The rotation has come through. It's a 2-on-3, but the gun advantage is there for Fnatic.
Yeah, definitely. Looking good here for them to pick out of another round. 7-11. It's not one of the sponsors, but it's the current score, and Fnatic just 5 rounds away here from bringing us onto the 3rd map. That would be very interesting if we could see that. I'd like to see more Team Acer right now, just to see what they play like. Because, I mean, even if they lose this, they still put up a pretty good fight. And they obviously won the first map. That's a nice spray right through there. I mean, that whole wood panel over there is basically cardboard. So you can just shoot through with almost anything. And Threat, last man standing, about 37 seconds.
They know exactly where he is as well, seeing as how he picked off the man earlier. Jumping down actually will give it away, however. And without Kevlar to mitigate the hit, the aim punch, rather, he is going to be stuck and plucked. And it is going to be a 12th round on the board for Fnatic. Acer at 7, and we get the buy out of them now. And we have to see Crystal not going to have the money, it looks like, to get an AWP. It's Threat who's going to drop him one instead. Very kind of the in-game leader for Acer. Looking after his boys.
7-12. We'll see how much longer before Fnatic run away with this. I mean, it seems like Team Acer are starting to fall behind, even though it was looking great when they won that pistol. You know, 6 rounds playing CT side and then picking up the pistol, making it to 7-9. That looked like a promising score. Then Fnatic did what they do so often, which is coming back into it. The Crims, that is just a nice double opening. Spitfire and Slap both gone, and how do you recover from that?
I'm not really sure. I was just thinking that, like, well, what do you really do now? You just lost 2 of your guys. You have a single smoke nade to work with. And there's 5 players still alive for Fnatic. And look at this, JW. I mean, complete and utter infiltration on his part right now. And he's making the wrong call. He's going to wrap back around. He's not going to find anybody there. Instead, it's going to be up in A apartments, and he does that double take. Starts heading back, but this could get nasty here. Does Threat walk into him with 9 HP? Threat wouldn't last long, even versus a USB.
Well, Crystal will neither in this corner here. Crystal misses the scope. It's going to end up going down. Threat very low as well. They're going to try and come back here. There's a dangerous peak to take. Big advantage for JW, but he ends up dropping anyway. Winton getting the kill then. Flashbang in, and Crims will drop him. The triple kill currently, and all headshots for Crims. Threat, 1 bullet is going to seal the deal, and that will Probably forced Nika once again as a headshot. Well, there's a shot at least through the door for Crims. Don't know how he saw that, but it's a quad kill for him. And now, yeah, the money is just not there for Acer, is it?
No, it certainly isn't. I mean, it's kind of just rocky at this point. They can afford to give up another round before they've got their backs fully to the wall. So I'm curious to see if they're going to take that risk and go for a force buy in this situation. Let's see. Yeah, it is going to be just Tech 9s, P250s. Pretty standard fare here for Acer. Whereas Fnatic, of course, fully equipped on their side. They aren't messing around at this point. They need to get this second map in order to get it onto a third and move on in first seed for this group. So we'll see if Crims is capable of the same kind of magic as before, and it works out perfectly actually. Triple spray, although it is going to be a double and a double for Pronax before he finally falls, but that drops the bomb and drop down room, and Flush is there to rotate in, pick up the remaining member of Acer, and it will be a 14th round now for Fnatic. We go into it with a well bought up Acer.
I don't know. I mean, I've been excited for Acer, but I don't see this comeback happening. But it wasn't the stomp that I was expecting. When I said stomp at the beginning of this map, I thought, like, you know, it's going to be Fnatic, just like 16-3, boom, and then we're on to the next map. But Acer's put up a good fight. The second half has just been really tough, and Fnatic, they're a really good CT team as well, so maybe that's the reason why. Shot somehow goes right through, and JW, talk about over-peaking.
He just took like 3 or 4 steps, and then Slap coming alive here with his AK. Takes out Flusha, so there we have it. Now Acer actually have an advantage going into the remainder of this round. 2 players here in A apartments, however, for Fnatic, so this could go south fairly quickly. Unless Threat decides to step in and slap with the refrag. This is now a 1-on-3 scenario, and this should be nigh unlosable. Olafmeister is the only man alive, and he has to rotate over to that A site in order to stop this plant, and it's just not going to happen in time.
I wonder what JW was thinking then. Like, maybe it was like an extra little mind game. It's like, you're going to be expecting me to stop at some point. What if I just keep running? What are you going to do then? You know, I'll never stop. You can't shoot me then, can you? Crystal to take down Olafmeister. And a decent, really decent round from Acer. Just trading kills all day long over at A hallways. Look at this shot. I mean, how does that even go through? Can we see then, like, I want like 3,000 FPS. Look at this.
He just goes so far. It's like non-stop, man. It's like, check out my moonwalk.
We're gonna go on Twitter later and discover that JW, like, his
he flicked off to the
like
right.
his key got stuck or something, so he just like kept screaming like, stop. Can't stop.
New keyboard cost us map.
14-8. Another 2 rounds. Fnatic should definitely be able to pick this up. I mean, they've been having a really good second half here as well, so be surprised if they don't. Flusher, a bit of a smoke off here. They were just setting up to try and go through. They've got the flashbang prepared, and 20 bullets, 30 bullets spent now. And now they're going to come through as he is trying to reload that P90. Flusher just making his escape back here. And he's got another 50 bullets to try and spend. Just running and gunning around the corner. Flusher, please get a hold of yourself. And Threat's finally going to put him out. It will be JW to take down Slap. We're going for a no-scope, turning around. Is it going to be the chance knife? No, he pushes through for another no-scope, and he actually takes out Spitfire. Are you kidding? It's going to be down to a 3v3 now as JW drops then. How does he even do anything in that position at all?
I'm wondering that myself. Prodax will lurk out Crystal, and this is looking fantastic now. Another kill for him, and he will pick up the final one of the round.
JW is essentially like a Counter-Strike artist, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. It's like, how do you reproduce? Like, it's never gonna get reproduced. Sorry, gets one, and then I mean, just yeah, this is sick. They trade places already. There's Crystal.
They both missed a shot,
but then it's just the air control. Just comes, like, he just glides through the air. I mean, it literally is a work of art. Such a pleasure.
Completely nuts. Okay, well, 15-8, and we're going to be moving into the 24th round. Fnatic, 1 round away here from putting us on a 3rd map. And Acer struggling to find the great entries they were having earlier in this best of 3. Really, you know, getting some good shots to open up the sights with. Not been as good with it on this particular map here, Terrace side that is. Olafmeister caught in a very awkward corner, not going to make it out alive, I think. He's going to pick a 1 kill here. Should be going down as Wenton with the counter frag, and they're a man up now on the Acer side.
And an M4 to work with as well for Threat, so we'll be pleased about that. He was running around with the Tech 9 before that. Molotov on the ground, however, you don't want to take too much damage by that, but Threat holding off this line, just seeing if he can't actually win this battle, and he will do so, but Flush is there in position with the AWP to return the frag. Brings it back to a 2-on-3. Still advantage for Acer. However, we are into a 2-on-2 now with Crims weighing in. And Flush, really?
He taps it once. Spitfire is going to take him out as he comes out of the smoke, and Crims has to be a little bit quick, and they're just going to hold it down. Spitfire obviously going to peek that. He's trying to crab walk in with the USPS, but Spitfire will actually win it. And it will be 15-9 now. We're getting closer still. Fnatic are dropping low on money, and actually just a bit of an equalized buy there coming out from Olaf Meister picking up that scout.
Yeah, now... Yeah, this is just Fnatic biding their time. Seems like every single round nearly. Well, that last one was, in particular, one of the finer clutches we've seen. Clutches. Just because how do you survive like a full 12 bullets coming from Crims, even if it is the USP?
Yeah, it looked like he was about to go down, really. Nice luck from Spitfire, a nice sort of patience waiting around covering the backside, and I think Flush is also trying to make his way out in those hallways. Pronax, 55 damage nade. Is he going to have the patience to stay put? They really feel like they've checked it now, but yeah, putting a lot of damage in there. Takes one. And Slab is going to be like, why me? Why me?
And Crystal as well, dude. He's down to 1 HP, and then he gets shot from like across the map from by Crims. So Wenton, Spitfire, and Threat, last 3 alive here for Acer, and Crims trying to change it up, maybe trying to see if he can't pull a fast one here and pick up a gun somewhere. So we'll see if he's actually able to come away with something here. Just trying to change up the angle, perhaps, and he is managing to get up into the halls. And this is exactly where Acer are running, so maybe gets the headshot. So it was a close call.
Yeah, well done. I mean, it's a good idea anyway. 10-15, and Fnatic, they're going to go for the buy here. I mean, it won't be very impressive. Could have made an argument that they could have gone for like a double, because then they would have been able to buy 2 rounds in a row regardless, so it kind of evens out. But yeah. Oh, they actually do only... I thought they were going to buy armor as well. Fair enough, so they do kind of just save a little bit. That's all right.
Yeah, I think they're pretty much telling themselves, right, next round we'll just win, guys. Yeah. Let's go to the 3rd map.
Yeah, and if they lose this next round anyway, they'll have enough to buy it for 1 more round. So it's like a... It's a nice way of juggling the economy and just making sure that you get like the maximum out of the 5 rounds that you've got left. I approve, because what Fnatic are also gambling against here is the fact that the round loss bonus is going to go up and up and up. So, you know, even if they lose 2 rounds in a row, their round bonus will be so big at that point that, or the loss bonus, that they can probably just force up for the remainder of the game. And even though it won't be perfect, it'll be better than if they played it a different way. Yeah. Counter-Strike Economics 101.
Shabao. Theory crafting? No.
Well, I mean, I like I said, Goppy said he'd come up with like a different way to handle the economy. We haven't really seen it yet.
No.
I'll try and like make him tell me.
It's like, it's not necessarily a different way if you could just go back to using an old way, right? I suppose it could be classified as different.
What if everyone's forgotten and you just, you know, you're the first one to bring it up and say, oh yeah.
Yeah, you're 1 step ahead of the meta shift. And that could be what's happening. But as far as in this map is, 10 rounds for Acer, 15 for Fnatic, and it is looking like another win situation here for Acer. Slap should be able to hunt down Pronax, who's making it very expensive for his team right now. 2 kills with the 5-7 on Pronax. Looks like wants the 3rd as well. Not going to get it, though, and just like that, blink of an eye, all 3 members die for Fnatic, and it will be another round on the board for Acer, despite Pronax's best efforts there in that situation. And now we get the full buy coming out from Fnatic, and unfortunately for all of us, there will be no AWP for JW this round. I mean, that guy, he's just hitting shots like a madman right now. You pretty much have to give him the op if you can.
It's kind of crazy. We've just seen so many insane JW highlights. So Flush is tied for kills with him, and Pronax is 1 kill behind. So, I mean, there's been a lot of other action. It's just that we keep tracking JW because he's just, you know, it's just that flashy.
Yeah, man. It's that frag reel moment. And don't forget, like, guys, there is going to be the play of the day at the end of this. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll get a JW in there. We shall see.
It could happen. It could happen.
We don't get enough JW actually for the plays of the day.
Flashbang out. Just gonna buy. We're just gonna provoke maybe Fnatic a little bit to maybe try and take a peek in through the smoke there, but not gonna be just yet. Went and hoping that someone was gonna look behind that. someone he could be spraying down. Smoke is going to fade any second now. And on the other side, ready and waiting, Olofmeister just gets behind that corner as the smoke goes away. Does he have a teammate flashing him in? I mean, Pronax is in there with a flashbang. He could throw one. That would be the ultimate setup here. Underhand flash out. Olofmeister just does it himself and can't see any enemies. Flash comes through. Olof gets the one, gets a double, keeps spraying. Crims will pick off Spitfire, and Olof even almost escapes. That looks a little bit scary, but Threat will take him out.
Still rotation over already by Pronax, and there you go. Takes out Crystal, closes that angle up, and Threat gets caught out in the open. 16-11 will be the final score for the second map. Fnatic, well, just I don't think that they lost control at any point in time on that map. Nothing like Mirage in any case. Just seemed like Fnatic at this point were just going to close it out no matter what Acer did.
Yeah, even though Fnatic stole that second round away after losing the pistol, it still feel like even if they hadn't done that, they would have been safe. Like they had a lot of control on this map. But still, a lot of credit to Acer. I mean,